Hello everyone, and welcome to the next video where we will be looking at how to pass in vectors to functions. Okay, so first things first, hopefully you remember that when we use vectors, we have to add the include vector. Okay, so now let's look at how we can actually pass the vectors in. So what we will do is we will create a function that will display a vector. Okay, and for this, what we will do is we'll say void display vector. And now how do we write the vector inside the as a parameter? So we say vector, the type of data, let's say they're going to be int, and let's give it a name, let's say my vector. And same with similar to arrays, what we have to do is pass in the size. So we say size t, and let's just say my size. Okay, and now it's just the same as we normally do. All we have to do is just use the for loop and output each item in the vector. So we say for int I equals 0, while I is less than my size, and let's say increment it by 1. And for each loop, we want to output my vector I end line. Okay, so now what we can do is that's all there is to the function and how to pass in vectors. So now let's make a test vector here and test the function. So let's say vector int test vector equals, let's just say 1 2 3 4, and let's say display vector test vector, and let's say 4, since the size of the vector is 4. Okay, so now let's save and run this. Oh, so as you can see here, I messed up the include. So let's run it again. And as you can see, we've got it right. Okay, so now, what if we don't know the size of the vector? What we can do is we can just get rid of the size t, and we can just say here, my vector dot size. Okay, and now if we run that, we should get the same result. Okay, so what I did there was my vector dot size returns the size of the vector, so in this case 4, so we don't have to pass it in the as an argument here. Okay, so that's all there is to passing vectors to functions, and I will see you in the next video.